Good evening, this is Stacy reporting live from Area 151. We are actually the suburbs of Area 51, which brings me to my report this evening. We are going to be doing a little bit of a report. September 20th is the date that they have decided. If you guys haven't heard, they have decided to raid Area 51, not 151. That is where I'm at. They are welcome to raid this area, and they will just find a lot of empty wine bottles and you know, a pool table, and also probably a lot of foam cups. You know, that's what they might find here. But Area 51 is actually the ideal place that everybody's looking to raid. It's the place that the quote-unquote government has been hiding various things such as extraterrestrials and government technology from us. So we plan on September 20th is actually the date they have chosen to do the raid. Now, as far as that goes, here at our news station, we have decided to actually put a group of people together, a small militia of people, a small group of some 51 warriors, you might want to call them. Here's a list right here. As you can see, I've got plenty of signatures. I don't know if this is going to be backwards, but we've got several signatures here. Here's the list. I like to call this the dream team. That is what it is. It's the dream team. This is the team everybody dreams of having, because this is the list right here of people, the brave souls that are ready to embark on this journey here with us from Channel Area 151 as we leave the suburbs and actually head deep into the city of Area 51. We are actually waiting on these folks. I don't know if you guys all got my newsletter or my emails, but everybody here, we have sent them out to have a meeting here at our news station for 8:30. It appears everybody's running late. So I'm just going to give everybody about 5 minutes past the 25 minutes that they're already late. And then we'll go forward with what we have to talk about here tonight. Okay, thank you. Just a little musical entertainment while you guys are waiting. I'm so sorry. I know I have no actual skilled lessons. This is all natural right here. This is no professional percussion lessons. This is just all natural. This is just God's gift right here. I'm actually bringing this along for the journey, but thought you guys might like a little entertainment. Okay, it looks like my microphone is charged again. I'm not sure. As you can see, it looks pretty empty in this lot back here, which is where I told everybody to meet up on the list. So I think everybody, maybe they just got a little scared, they got a little cold feet. You know, these kinds of things can happen when you're talking about meeting up with some extraterrestrials, so I completely understand. You know, I don't even like to go to my class reunions, so I can understand like not wanting to actually come face to face with, you know, something that might only have 3 fingers naturally and use telepathy, and maybe they're not skilled, maybe they don't know telepathy, so that's probably really what it is. Their verbal skills are a little bit lacking, and their communication skills, and so they're feeling a little bit insecure about meeting these extraterrestrials at Area 51. That's okay. We're going to move forward here at the news station. Our team is still going to go ahead and press forward. We are going to go ahead and plan this trip for September 20th. What we want to actually do tonight is actually give you guys, we've got actually a survival bag here tonight to give you guys an idea of what you should be taking with you for this journey, for this trip. It is out in a desert. We do have a waterproof bag, even though it doesn't rain pretty much ever, but you should still probably have a waterproof bag because you don't know if there's going to be like water guns or something. We don't really know what their form of retaliation could be. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick glimpse of what's in my survival bag, so that way you guys can prepare, those of you that have decided. And if any of you guys on the list want to contact me after the fact, I can help you guys organize your bags. So hold on one second. Okay, so hold on my microphone. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. Okay, right here is my survival bag. It's pretty big. It's actually kind of heavy, but I think if you start doing like squats now in your living room, I mean probably like 35 to 50 a day, and also, you know, just like maybe do some bending over and picking up with your small child, or you know, moving some boulders. If you have those in your yard, that will help you like really prepare for this bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it and show you what's inside, okay? So first things first, formalities. Anytime you meet a new race, a new species, it's always good to introduce your traditions to them. You know, immediately, even though I'm not married, I thought of the saying for married couples, you know, something borrowed, something new, something blue. So I actually found this blue rope right here. This has actually got a double meaning, because it's not only something blue, which teaches you a little bit about our human tradition, but it's also rope. So if you get yourself in a bad situation with these ETs, you actually have rope. I don't know what you might want to do. I mean, you could do like some Indiana Jones type moves or Tomb Raider style, but I'm totally endorsing this brand. So if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. I'm Stacy from Area Channel 151. I want to sponsor you, and you should sponsor me too. Okay, so what's next? So next up, we've got this water cleanser. I mean, you might be going down into some depths where, you know, they don't really do a lot of like clean toiletry stuff, and when it comes to washing your face or brushing your teeth, I don't know the quality of the water down there, so this could really help you out with like clearing that water. So definitely give this brand a shot. I'm also endorsing this brand, and also this brand should sponsor me. Okay, next up we have a life straw, again, also for water. But I also would like to bring this to say, like, hey, we made a mistake as humans. We did do plastic, and we really didn't mean to, but I only brought one. Okay, also I got these like super sturdy scissors. You don't know what kind of like veg you're gonna encounter like going into this place. Actually, I don't know in a desert if you're gonna encounter veg, but you might actually like meet an ET that like has just really like never had a haircut because they've never been to the surface and they've never had like a salon experience. And those of you that that have some like cosmetology background, I really think that they would appreciate you, because they may have not, you know, if this is the case, they're being kept by the government, and they're probably like really not allowed like any kind of special treatment. So I think that you should definitely take one of these with you. Okay, next up, I can't really read what this is. This looks like some kind of like protein powder. It could totally be protein powder. It could also be like a thickening agent. You know, if they're struggling with some kind of issue, they're having a problem like building something and they need a bonding agent, this might be good. So just take this along, because it's always good to be like super helpful and offer up something that they haven't thought of. Okay, next we've got this like tactical flashlight. Let's see, if you guys can see, I'm totally endorsing this brand as well because I really want them to sponsor me. So flashlights are always good. Also, I don't really know like the Morse code, but there might be like another type of communication that you can use with flashing the lights. And we don't really know if when we get into this situation, if the beings that we encounter will know like will have the same verbiage as us. So it might be a good idea to sort of use like these flashing techniques for communication until we finally understand what we're both talking about. So just a thought, it's always good to have a flashlight. You know, yeah, and like in my situation, you might be filming and you're not going to have a lot of light. So just bring this flashlight with you. Next up is the Bragg's liquid amino acids, also soy sauce. So I always like to take this everywhere I go, because you don't know what you're gonna have to eat in the desert. Like you might have to catch some scorpions or you know, these various beetles, and if I'm gonna have to eat some bugs, I would really like to marinate them first if that's my only you know, food source. So I'm gonna bring this along with me. It's also organic. Let's see what else. All-purpose seasoning, natural soy sauce. So I mean, you can't go wrong with this. It's gonna give everything a great flavor. Okay, next I have this, it says it's an emergency blanket, but actually I'm not actually going to use it as an emergency blanket. As you can see, the guy in the picture, how he has it wrapped around, reminds me of the movie like E.T., and how they sort of like wrapped up E.T. So I think this could be a preferred clothing, you know, wearable blanket. So I'm going to present this in a way that they feel comfortable and that they feel safe, and they also like the look. If they've seen the movie, then they know like it's going to look good. So I'm actually bringing this for fashion purposes, and again, I'm going to endorse this brand as well. Next up, we've got a magnifying glass, which I don't actually know why I put this in there. I found on like some Discovery Channel that like you can start a fire, but I think when you're in the desert, you probably don't want to start any fires because it's really hot. So, actually, I think I'm just gonna bring this as like, you know, to kind of trick them and say, hey, guess what, government, we have some technology here too, so be careful with people like us, because check this out. Yeah, okay, Yeah. Okay, so the last thing we have is these cool waterproof matches. Now I know what you're thinking, like these are probably really useful for like if you need to start a campfire, but I'm actually going to be bringing along fireworks because I feel like this is a really stupendous event, and I want to make sure my fireworks are going to be able to get set off, that there's absolutely nothing that can stop my fireworks from getting set off. So I'm actually going to bring these waterproof matches. That way, you know, no matter what happens, I've got a way to set off these fireworks, because I want them to know that like here on Earth, at least our part of Earth, that we like to celebrate a lot, and we like to pretty much just set things on fire, you know. So, and we also want to let the government know that, like, we're not afraid to use these waterproof matches if we have to. We really might shoot some bottle rockets at you. Just watch out for that, okay? That's all I'm saying. So, that pretty much concludes like what I've got in my my bag for Area 51. I don't know what's happened to my crew. You know, they probably just had some kind of like car issues, or a hangnail or something, or you know, I'm sure they're gonna show up on September 20th. So I hope that all of you guys join in too. If you guys have any questions, comment below. Our news station will be happy to answer those questions for you, and we hope to see all of you guys there on September 20th.